I'm up at the Mersey River. I'm just making my way down through the paddocks here. I'm going along the edge here. There's a little backwater. I used to fish this many times, got some trout in it. I'm going on further. The main river's over the other side of that scrub there somewhere. But this little backwater usually used to give up a trout or two. But I'm talking years ago, but I don't know. Looks pretty snaggy. There's quite a lot of trees gone down since we had that big 160 to 180 kilometre winds come up through here, and there's trees down everywhere. But I'll check it out and see if I can get up through here and just see what happens. Wow. Certainly. Oh yeah, I might be able to zigzag my way around through that. Any luck? I'll see how it happens. After a 25-minute walk, I'm finally down the river. I used to, it's been years since I fished up through here. But when I did, I used to, cormorants, ducks. And yeah, years ago, I fished right up through. I used to walk right down long ways here, another kilometre or so, and fish for it. And I used to fish well. But then it went off, just died off when they had the 2016 floods. That was the end of it. So anyway, I'm back here to have another little crack at it. And we're starting off with a Aglia-e and a pink one, and the good old Akuma gear, cellular ultralight finesse rod, and the ITX reel, Akuma reel. That's a little 1000. Does a good job though. Hell, it does a good job, and that's filled with platypus pulse mono, 4 pound. So we'll flick around here for a while and just see what happens. I'm not overly confident. Right, there we go. First pound trout of the season. Look at that. There I was saying I wasn't going to see a trout. And he's taking that pink lure. He was just taking it right off that flat water there. I'd made my way up through all that there and across over here, and then I thought I've got to fish that little bit of flat water, and yeah, and this fella's come out and grabbed hold of it. Hopefully he'll stay long enough to get him in the net. Yeah, lovely fish. We'll get him in the net and send him home. No, he's good to go. There you go, Boogie. There you go. Beautiful. Hey! Now that's more like it. Oh, I can scream. Just had a beautiful fish on the cast and drifting here. He'd probably been a 600-700 gram fish. And yeah, tossed the spin on the third leap from the water. Oh, God. I thought he's well hooked too. Oh, well, it took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting it. But, damn it. Oh well, we'll fish on. Alright, just gone for an orange Aglia-e now. See how that goes up in here. I'm now making my way across this river. Just some water pushing down against the legs. It's got to go sidestep my way across here. And I fish up along there. It's running too high. I normally fish my way right up that left hand side, but as you can see there, a lot of water pumping down that side of the river today. It's just, yeah, it's just not safe. So I'll stick to the right hand side now. Now I've crossed the river, and as you can see, I can see the bottom here. I'm running in, really look at my boots there, just above ankle deep water. And so what I can do now is it's got accurate casting. It's flat waters along that opposite riverbank there, right where those tea trees and that are along there. So I can just flick the lure into there and I'll bring it out, just let it cast and drift sort of motion. And yeah, so there's no margin of error. I don't want to hit a tea tree, because once you hook them and they don't let go, that means you have to make your way across the river. So, which I don't really want to do unless it's absolutely necessary. Oh, I just went a cropper then. You see when that water splashed up on the rocks up here. It was all wet up on the, for that withdrawal out there. I come along the edge there and I kept on rocking, it rolled under my foot, and yeah, I just had nowhere to go. Just had to drop the rod in the water, drown it, and yeah, and save myself. I think I'm going to get a very bad bruised left knee out of it, and right elbow. So I bounced on those rocks. So anyway, we're up and about, we're into it again. So right, there we go. So my second trout now. I'm out in the middle of the river, of all places. Been about the same size as the last one I caught. Lovely fish, well hooked too. He took that well in the jaw. That was cast into there where those fallen trees are. There's a little flat water. I flicked into there and just let it drift, and I felt a little tap. And then as it got further downstream, this fella over there came up and grabbed hold of it. So lovely fish. Like I said, I went back to the pink Aglia-e Brite. Ah, he's all good to go. Come on. He's on his way, he's off on his bike. Ah, it's another little one here. It's nothing big. It's another nice little brown. I lured him in off that other river bank. Just look at it, look. Lobbed it at that bank and just started bringing it back and let it drift for that flow, and he's grabbed hold of it. So we'll net him and send him home. Oh, there you go, how lucky is that? It's got in the net and there's the lure. Anyway, we'll send him on his way. It's a nice fish. Anyway, on your way, bub. That's it. Thank you very much. That's not bad. I had 3 trout, had 4 hookups, and 3 trout landed, and I was in the river at 10 to 2. Yeah, it's 20 past 3, that's an hour and a half. I'm pretty satisfied with that really, because it's so bloody cold. I think the air temperature is about 7 degrees, and thankfully there's no wind with it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's going so far. I'll probably give it a, I don't know. I don't know they'll go up any further because if it drops off deep, I'm going to have to get out and get up this bank and go up there somewhere and try and get down a steep river bank and get back in the river somehow. Right, I'm going to get out of this part now and then make my way up around this high bank here and try and get down somewhere else. And I just hooked another one, lost it off that other river bank again. I was just about to get out and I thought, one more cast, and then hooked it halfway in and gone. It wasn't a big fish, probably around the same size as the last one caught. Oh, I scrambled down there, go that log through a bit of blackberry bushes, and I'm back in the river here now. So I'll have a flick around just up there in that flat water, and then I'm going to come out and make my way up this little back water. And that's how we go. Right, I'm out of that main river now, and I'm just going to fish my way up through this little back water. And hopefully I can get all the way back down there to where I get out and walk up to the car and see what happens. Right, we're on the way. There it is. Nice plump little fella. Yeah, took a while. I was beginning to think nothing was going to happen. Anyway, one's come out and grabbed hold of it. So there he is. We'll get him in and send him home. I was beginning to wonder whether I'd made the right choice to come up in this little backwater, and I thought, God, if I don't catch a fish in here, that'd be the first time I've missed out on catching one in here. So thankfully this fella saved the day for me, and he's back for another day. See what, the water's freezing here. It's deeper than I expected too. It's just below my waist. My legs are going numb. So it's worth it. I just hooked and lost the little fella here. I reckon I don't know, the little pink bead on the bottom that goes on the treble, it doesn't leave much opening between the treble hooks and the bead. I might even rip that off, I think. And it was only a little tackle, the smallest fish of the day, so it didn't really matter. But that's not bad. I've had 7 hookups and 4 trout landed. I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, it's got another little fella on here. There it is, take me in that. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Where's he gone now? Oh, so there he is. There he is. Took him off that cast up into that little bit of flat water and brought it down, and there he's come out and took hold of it. See how I pushed the bead right up under the base, it was right at the very top of that treble now, and that's it left the treble hooks more open. I might put a little bit of glue or something on that and keep it up there. That's the smallest one of the day. Anyway, we're going to get that hook out the road, the lure out the road, then I'll tip him back in the drink and send him home. Right, I'm out the river, my feet are frozen, hands are frozen, face is frozen. It's 20 past 4. Oh, I think it's about 5 degrees if that. There's a bit of light breeze coming down, it's freezing. So I'm heading back to the car and make my way back up to the car now. Right, I'm back at the car, it's 4:30. Yeah, 5 trout from 8 hookups. I'm pretty stoked with how that went. I wasn't expecting to fish up here today, so yeah, so my day's done, guys. So until next time, it's tight lines and enjoy the slideshow. I'm getting in the car and putting the heater on.